running back. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Shamrocks and the Oilers on Monday Night Prime Time.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the capital city of Columbus, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Houston Oilers taking on the Shamrocks of Columbus. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. 20 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Will Anderson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fights off the defender. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. DeMarco, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
3rd and 3. Now White. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. White now on 1st down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Off play action, here's White. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now White. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash here. Should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted, plays like that.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense taking over again. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. He finds his man complete. It's Garner. A good pickup there at 22.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But you look at this defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone. It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try to squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wide off play action. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, White. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Houston set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone. And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions. It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it? You went horoscope on us, David. Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something. Anything, right? They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often. Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Another tote for ETN. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Little short pass. This is Everett. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. White looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken it around the 40. And he works free. Touchdown, Houston. He returns the punt 60 yards. And his guys have taken the lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's White. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Second down and 8. Now White. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. White on third and long. And that one to the right side and incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Here's a 2nd and 5. Hurts. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Second down. Here's Hurts. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coach Minute, our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Oilers are able to add on to that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
White now on 1st down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now White. That is caught by Lamb. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, White. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Pick it up. You're in
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. White. Left side to Lamb. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Second and 4 at the 20-yard line.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the Titans who get the win at home. J.K. Dobbins, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes as his guys remain unbeaten. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley. Check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. Aaron Rodgers leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to...
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to throw. White working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Out of the gun, it's White. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. The play fake, now White. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now White off the bootleg. Catch made. It's Moreau. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he's going to go down again. Jalen Carter, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily made.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action, here's White. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now White. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Another catch there for Waddle. Now 2nd and 5. Right off play action. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
They'll run on 1st down. DeMarco. And he powers through the first lane, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. White looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stuck before he gets the 1st down.
It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, ETN. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, Hurts. Right back to Chris Godwin. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd down, it's White. Open net is Waddle, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week, as he's got a 1st down as well. Play action, here's White. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll try the left side. DeMarco, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. DeMarco, call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. White. And that will be incomplete.
anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
4th down. Here's White. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. The play fake. Now White. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
All the way. Go all the way. Focus, boys. Focus.
Here's White. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now White. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Here's Oliver. Here's Oliver. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Houston's offense taking over again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That'll go for a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They go play action with Hurts. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Houston. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw, White. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, DeMarco. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll keep it on the ground. DeMarco. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. They'll run on first down. Meredith. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now a handoff up the middle. DeMarco trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's White. Open man, right side, it's Lowe. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Columbus, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Houston,